Oh,
Now,
shoot.
do you hear that when she says that? You do. Okay. Because that's new. That's only been the last week or so, maybe 2 weeks. But it's a good reminder that you are recording. Oh, so happy Friday. Oh my goodness. Well, for some of us, for Pat, with her daunting series coming up the next couple weeks, but oh, I'm sure it'll be enjoyable, right, Pat? All right, so excuse me. Just come into create your sacred space. And sacred space, if you think of it in the body, could be a couple different places, but the sacrum is always considered to be sacred space. So just take your attention there to start with. Notice your sacred space in your body. Notice how it feels. Notice energy there if you're sensitized to that this morning. Then extend your awareness up into your torso, around the front, and just all the way around. Notice any tight areas. I guess we're doing the body scan first before breathing, so okay. Notice the area around your chest and heart, another sacred area. Shoulders. See how your arms and hands feel. Sometimes we get into a pattern of working with our hands or um, doing so many things, and we start to get fidgety in our hands, like they have to move. So just see how that is for you right now. Is that apparent, or do they feel relaxed, or and you don't have to do anything in the scan. You're just observing, evaluating, assessing. Notice around your neck and throat, your fifth chakra, which includes your ears and hearing, and then up towards the top of your head. And bring it back down to the sacrum. Notice your hip joints and hip muscles. See if there's any tightness there, anything going on that you need to address in your practice. And that also brings awareness so you can keep yourself safe so that you don't overwork an area if it's a challenge. And down into your thighs and knees, calf muscles and ankles. Check in with your feet. And I ask that you go back up into your solar plexus area and see if you're holding at all. Are you holding that tight? Are you closing it down? Or does it feel free and open breathing? So monitor your breath for a few rounds. Notice your face as well. Are you tight anywhere? Squinting your eyes or your jaw holding? Check those areas. And maybe we should take time this morning for a yoga nidra cycle. That'll be really relaxing at the end of practice. So give you something to look forward to. Excuse me. So based on anything that you found in your body scan, if you'd like to create an intention around that or an affirmation, some good ones are, and especially with your series coming up, Pat, would be I am capable. I am fully and highly capable. Sometimes for me, maturing, we'll call it, a reminder I am beautiful or I am responsible, just whatever comes to mind. And then allow that to flow into your mind through our practice. I'll try to remind you to do that. So we'll attune to breath to start with your palms in Anjali Mudra and breathe, arms up overhead, a nice deep breath and a long exhale. If you're needing a good relaxing breath, then make your exhale double the length of your inhale. So you can count to 4 as you breathe in, count to 8 as you breathe out, if that's comfortable for you. And breathe in. And I did have one plan for this morning that came to me is to work with some Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing. So let's do that now and set some of the tone for the poses that we're getting ready to do. Excuse me, I've got a little frog in my throat this morning. So using your right hand, just as a reminder, bring in your index finger and the long finger, cup your hand around, bring your right thumb up to your right nostril, close off your right nostril and inhale. You can also do the 4-8 count here. Inhale through the left, switch, close off the left, exhale through the right, and breathe in through the right, switch, close off the right, exhale through the left. And just continue on. And just one more round, and then we'll move on. And relax your hand on your thigh or your knee and just sit for a moment. Just be in the silence. If it's been a busy week or a busy month, you may not have felt you had the time to sit in the silence. So just for a few minutes here, we'll focus on that. Feel your breath, feel the relaxation coming into your body. Notice the sense of relief. And when we do this, sometimes we'll notice thoughts coming in. Sometimes the universe has sent us messages that we hadn't opened up to receive as yet. So see what comes to you. And if you feel ready, just lower your chin down towards your chest. Feel the stretch down into your spine. Allow, excuse me, allow your torso to bend forward a little bit more, curling in, rolling in on yourself. And then roll back up. Notice your spine, shoulders, neck, and lift your chin. We'll just go the opposite direction. Hold on to your knees, lift your chest and ribs, pull shoulder blades down your back. And we'll roll forward again. So just reverse, rounding your back, bringing chin towards your chest. See if you're able to go a little further as your spine warms up. Draw your hips down onto the mat, into the ground, and roll back up. Grow like a tree as you lift. Reach your chin up, your chest and ribs. Open the solar plexus. See how it feels. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Lift your chin. Come into an arch. Contract those muscles. Let them work a little bit and warm up. Go back a little further than the first time if you're able. Stretch your throat. Open your throat chakra. Let the movement cause the chakra to spin. And just one more rounding of your back. This time, bring your palms to the mat in front of you and just slide your hands out. bending forward in the hips. Keep your torso where it is. Just walk your hands in towards your head and then over to the left, coming over. Keep your hips drawing down into the ground, rooted into the earth, but come over your left leg. It gives a nice stretch if you reach with that front arm, your right arm. Then press down on your left hand. We're going to open the torso. Just lift your arm, lift your shoulder, come to center facing forward. If it's too much of a stretch for now, since we're still warming up, just lift up out of it a little ways and then breathe and reach. And then come down. You can come in and out of it if you wish, or you can just ease into the stretch as you reach. Now press down on your left hand, straighten that arm and reach up, and then bring it around to the side and lower your right hand down. Come into a gentle twist, reach up through your spine, breathe. Walk your hands around to the back, look over your shoulder. You may hear some little crackles or pops, just aligning everything. Now come back down over your left leg and then come back around to the front. Reach once more. Nice stretch in the hip joints, the low back. Walk your hands in. We're just going to lift up long enough to switch our feet. And now reach forward again and see how it feels with that little change. Feel your knees, your hip joints, your thighs. What's different from the first side? Is it easier or harder? Is there pain or is it pain-free? Now just walk your hands in towards your head and then walk your hands over to your right leg. Root your hips down into the ground. Reach forward with your left arm. Breathe. And then start to walk your hands around to the side a little more. And then lift up into a twist. See how it feels. Does it feel a little more, is it easier or is it a little more awkward, or what's it like for you on this side compared to the first? Lift up through your crown. Look over your shoulder. Breathe. And now just come back down over your leg, lower. reach with that left arm, reach out. And now press down with your right hand, and we're going to lift the torso to face front. Lift your arm. Stretch away, a nice long side stretch. And then lower down, come to center, spider walk your fingers out. Now lift up a little bit. We're just going to roll up onto our knees, just pull up forward into table pose. If that's too much of a challenge, just however you want to come up out of that. Come back into puppy stretch and reach. And lift up and bring your hips forward. You can bring your palms closer under your shoulders, knees closer together, and just let your hips come forward and hang in traction. You can take up a little tuck in your hips if you want to. That will protect your low back if you feel a need for that right now. Now separate your legs just a little bit and then bend your knees. Pull them in towards your head. If you feel a little tightness in your hamstrings, just walk your legs a little bit, loosen up. And then once again, bring them in. Press your hips down, not on the floor, but towards the floor. And lengthen in your spine. Pull out of that sacred space. Extend that sacred space up through your spine, up through your crown. Arch in your back. Breathe. Come in a little closer. Let your legs down. Pull back into puppy. Give your back a little break from the arching. And we're going to come forward again. Bring knees closer together. Bring shoulders back and down. Hang. Let your hips relax forward. Just breathe and let them soften. Sometimes the bones feel so hard and tight. Just let them be spongy. Strong. Your muscles are strong. But your bones are not that hard. They need to be spongy so everything can circulate and function properly. So now press down in your palms and pull away from your knees. Extend in your belly, then bend your elbows and let the pubic triangle come down onto the floor. Shoulders down away from your ears, open the chest. Breathe. Hips are working. And now pull back into child's pose. If you need to circle around in your wrist, take time to honor that sensation. Fingers and wrists. And rest.
Now, whatever intention or affirmation you set, this is a good time to allow that to absorb into you. I am capable. I am beautiful. I am responsible, but not overly, okay? You can go too far with that. All right. Bring your palms by your knees. And we'll lift up for our tiger. We'll be tigresses this morning. Fierce. So just come into table pose. Knees are hip width apart, palms under your knees. All right. So start with your deep breath. Draw your navel up to your spine. Exhale, bring your left knee to your nose. Extend your leg out. Inhale. Breathe. Exhale. Pull it in. Breathe in. Reach that leg, toes beyond the space. Breathe out. Knee to nose. See if you can touch. Breathe and extend. Draw it in, knee to nose. And breathe, extend. This time, circle around in your ankle. We didn't do any of those types of warm-ups, so we'll do it here, loosening up in the ankle. Press through your heel and lift your leg. Doesn't have to go high, just enough to give you a stretch. Now bring the ball of your left foot down onto the floor. Press through your heel. Press on your toes. Okay, now make sure there's no accessories around you because we're going to kick our leg. So lift your left leg just to make sure everything's okay. Bring it over to the side and then bring it around to the back. And the other side, look towards that toe and start to swing. Start slow and pick up some momentum. And then bring it straight out behind you, parallel to the floor if you can. Align your hip bones so they're facing the floor. Press down on your left palm and reach through your right arm. Extend into tiger. You can look down at the mat or over your fingertips, but reach on the diagonal. Breathe. I am powerful. I am powerful in tigress pose. I can be fierce when needed and nurturing. Okay, bring the arm and the leg out to each side. Just bring it out. Come back into table pose and relax hips down onto your heels. Repeat your affirmation mentally or verbally or in your private space. Lift up into table pose. And breathe in. Breathe out. Bring your right knee to your nose. Breathe in, take your leg out, extend. And in, breathe out. Breathe, extend. Knee in. Is this different from the first side? All right, now extend the leg and hold. Circle around in the ankle. Loosen that up. Lubricate that joint. Tigers have flexible paws and powerful. Now bring the ball of your foot down. Extend through the heel. Give a stretch to the back of the leg. And once again, extend the leg. Breathe. And bring the leg around behind you. Look towards your foot. And bring it around to the outer edge, the outer side. And we'll start to kick. And extend the leg. Reach. And press down on your right palm in preparation to extend through the left arm. Parallel to the floor if you can. Reach. Take the arm and the leg out to the side. Whoops, best you can. And bring them back to center and down onto the mat. And lower your hips to your heels. Child's pose. Arms around to the side. Let go of the week. Let go of the future. Come into the eternal now movement. And breathe. Okay. Palms by your knees. Extend out. And we'll press up into downward facing dog. How do your calves feel at this point? They need a little more stretching? Well, here's a good opportunity. And tilt your hips up as you press your heels down. Lengthen in your legs. Hips side to side if you wish. And from here, press down in both feet. Take your left palm, your left hand, and reach for your right ankle or leg or whatever you can hold on to, and look up under that arm. And other side. Reach. And back into down dog. Walk, run, or hop your feet in towards your hands. Head to knee pose. Taking a breath and extend through your spine. Legs are engaged. Come down over your legs into a stretch. Lift. You can lift up onto your fingertips if you want into monkey pose. Breathe. Exhale. Pull in. This time, just soften your knees, separate your feet hip width apart. Take your left leg back, foot on the floor, the ball of your foot, so the front knee is bent. Lift up onto your fingertips, lift your chin so you have a straight spine. Press up into your warrior one. Use the strength of your legs and just arrange your clothes. If you're out of whack here, just get comfortable. And a few vinyasas. Bring your hands onto your hips. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. One more. Breathe in and out. Now lift in your chest. Pull your shoulder blades down your back. Reach up. Maybe even a little arch in your back. Bring your arms around. Interlace your fingers. Open the shoulders and chest. As you deepen into your pose, lift your arms. Look up. Release your hands. Bring your arms up next to your ears into warrior one. And reach for the floor. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Walk, run, or hop. Feet in. Forehead to knee. Separate your feet hip width. Come down. Bend your knees. Take your right leg back. Ball of the foot pressing into the floor. Stretch through your heel. Come onto your fingertips. Start to lift your torso. Press firmly into the mat and lift up into warrior one legs. Arrange your clothes again. Get comfortable. Hands on your hips for a vinyasa to loosen. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Now reach up through the spine. Legs and hips are working. Lift up. Bring your hands around, interlace fingers behind your back. Lift your arms. Lift into an arch. Look up if you can. Release your hands. Bring your arms up next to your ears. Warrior one. And reach for the mat. Step it back into down dog. Now, just bring your left knee forward. Just a brief pigeon to stretch out the hips, stretching out the work you just did. So remember how you lifted up in warrior one? See if you can do that here. In your pose. Shoulder blades down, lift your chest, your ribs, your chin. Okay, bring palms just in front of that knee. Turn the toes under on the back foot. We're just going to switch to the other leg. Bring it in. Reach back with the back leg. Lift just like you did in Warrior One. Arching in your back. Shoulders down. Keep reaching back with the back leg. Now come over onto that right hip. Swing the back leg around to the front. Separate your feet, lower down for Shavasana. If you need some water before you relax down, then honor that request from your body. Repeat your affirmation or intention as you lower down into deeper relaxation. And bring your attention over to your right hand. Notice your fingers, your thumb, your palm, front and back, your wrist. Slide your awareness up your arm to your shoulder. Come across the front of your body to the other shoulder, the left shoulder. Slide your awareness down your arm. Notice the sensations. Allow as you move your awareness for the arm to relax down to the wrist, the front and back of the palm, and all your fingers and thumb. Bring the awareness back up your shoulder to your throat, relaxing, opening the throat chakra, bringing your awareness up into your jaw, your face. Let your eyes sink in their sockets. Feel the muscles around your head, your forehead, your third eye. Allow it to open. Bring the energy down into your neck again, down into your chest. Create an energy ball here, whatever color suits you. But let this energy ball fill the top of your torso, your chest and your shoulders, your upper back. And then draw this ball down into your ribs. Fill your spine with this energy. Down into your low abdomen, low back, your sacred space. Down into your hips, the pelvic area. Down into both thighs. Down into both knees, both calves,
both ankles, both feet, and all your toes. Relax. Let it go. Open to receive relaxation energy. Allow spirit to bring you healing, acceptance, love. Now, at your deepest point of relaxation, once again, repeat your intention or your affirmation or mantra 3 times. Now, start to come out of your reverie into awareness of the physical. Feel your body. How does it feel? You feel the floor underneath you. You feel the mat. You hear any sounds around you. You feel any little breeze. You feel your breath moving your body. Now start to bring some movement into your hands, your feet. Slowly slide your feet together and lift your knees up. Wrap your arms around your legs and draw them in close for a stretch. Come to one side and press up into sitting in easy pose. Bring your hands into your favorite mudra. One last time, repeat your affirmation or your intention 3 times mentally. Notice how your body feels compared to when we began. Notice how your mind is flowing now. And having sealed in all of these benefits with your mudra, bring your palms into Anjali Mudra. Remember this feeling, blissed out. And your next meditation, you can start here if you wish. So may bliss surround you, flow in and through you all day long. Namaste, everybody. Pat, we were talking before about teaching from the body, and I remembered my one astrologer back in probably 1985 told me that I am a psychic receptive tool. So what happens, I'm like an antenna, and spirit sends whatever we're supposed to get, because it's a surprise to me too. I mean, I start with maybe a little plan, or an idea of philosophy, but that's how it works. It comes in, and I'm a little antenna or big antenna. How? But
Well, that was what I needed for sure.
okay.
Yes,
Did
it
you-
was wonderful.
Really?
Good.
I'm glad you recorded that one.
Well, I'll load her up and you can
Yes,
use it again if you wish.
I will.
Anytime. Okay.
I was doing a class the 2 days ago. It was a health and wellness type of thing, and they were discussing what COVID's going to do to like the next 2 generations when it comes to emotional and anxiety and blah blah blah. But they had laughter yoga for the first time. She's a yoga instructor, and and it's a laughter yoga,
Yes.
and they make you laugh through this,
That's
and
been
you do
around
some
a long
hand
time.
movements.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
been around
yeah,
a long
and
time.
yeah, and the rhythmic aspect,
Yes.
and the body. And she explains on, ever since you were in the womb, your mother's heartbeat rhythm is so important
Oh,
with
yeah.
calming the
The
body.
Earth's heartbeat.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
The Earth's
Yeah.
heartbeat too.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was kind of fun. So yeah. So on my first fawn walking across the field yesterday, last night, he was barely able to keep up with mom.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, that's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Yep, took a
Was-
face plant a couple of times. but-
Yeah.
Oh, fresh out
I've
of the
seen that.
hopper, huh?
Yep. When they can't even stand up very well.
Yeah, yeah. it was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
small.
spindly little legs.
Right, spindly
Yeah,
legs, yeah.
then I don't know, what is the gestation for deer? How long are their legs all crumpled up in there?
Oh, what is it, 120? I don't, no, it can't be that long. I don't think
Well,
it's
I
that
don't
long.
know. Well, in November,
Yeah.
they have the rut, so I don't know.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so shortly after that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So probably 5 months,
probably.
maybe
I'll have to look that up. I don't know.
4 months,
Yeah.
5 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not as
My
long
my
as
first guess that came into my mind was 120.
Okay,
So I
Well,
don't know.
Yeah.
we'll go with that.
4 months. Yeah,
Yep.
that's good.
Mhm.
Well,
So,
enjoy the weekend, everybody.
Thank
Thanks.
you. You
guys
too.
too. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes,
Stay
Thank you.
calm.
That was great.
yes. It
Mhm.
was, is.
Oh,
Bye.
thank you.
Bye.
All
Oh, here,
right.
let
That
me.
was good. That